one devotion. Go backstage to relive history with a yellow and blue legend. Meet a Euroleague teenager making a major impact this season. Hear from a hometown boy now starting for the team he once cheered. And learn how the birthplace of basketball inspires one Euroleague rookie. If you ever wondered what it looks like behind the scenes at a championship club, who better than the legendary Nikola Vujčić to show you around at Macabi Electra Tel Aviv. Vujčić, who won Euroleague titles with Macabi in 2004 and 2005, owns the competition's third highest performance rating total this century. When he stopped playing in 2013, the Croatian native returned to become Macabi's team manager.
Welcome to Macabi Electra Tel Aviv. Let me show you our locker rooms and the players area. This is a small part of the history of the club. Put it on the pictures of players when they come, especially new ones. They can see that small first impression. They come here, they feel like special energy, and in this locker room very special, happens some special moments.
Before those locker room celebrations came pre-game speeches, and by Macabi tradition, more than just players and coaches heard them.
We have some unusual group of people when it's coming before the game speech. People that are here already 30, 40 years in the club, and actually they're always in the locker room during these speeches. In other teams usually it's always coach and small stuff, but here usually standing here like 10 people.
Being in the locker room is nostalgic for Vujčić.
This used to be my locker. All time I was here, this was my seat. For the game I'm missing out a lot. For practices I don't missing anymore, but games still itching. I wish I can play a few more years.
The Menorah Vujčić Arena, built in 1963, was renovated and has changed names twice, but it has always been Macabi's home. Inside its walls are constant reminders of the club's greatest moments.
This is the most special picture of Macabi history. That one on the wall is calling Žalgiris miracle. It's amazing how photographer took this picture. He didn't watch the game. I don't understand the photographer didn't watch the game. He should watch us. From starting five, it was me, Sharas, Baston, and Parker. In the last shot, 4 players out of 5, starting 5 is on the bench. This was probably, yes, biggest moment in this minute for sure.
Upstairs, on the arena parquet, memories of that 2004 game and the miracle shot that saved the season keep flooding back for Vujčić.
This is the shot. Nobody will forget it, ever. The pass was from there, all the way here. And I remember there, Bagatskis was jumping to catch the ball. The ball was like here, jumping in the hands of Derek Sharp, and his dribble. You see, we cannot miss it from here. That's it, this is our spot.
That shot led Macabi to the Final Four and to the biggest championship game victory in European history on the same floor.
The moment that we entered the court and warm up, I had the feeling that we are already 40 points up. That was the feeling. Like, you felt like Superman. I had a feeling that I can dunk from 3-point line. I swear to you on warm up, the energy, the feeling was unbelievable. Of course, after we started was, whoever shoot the ball, score, whoever pass was perfect. Actually, on halftime was finished. It was 65-31, something was. On halftime, also big result. So, but remember we said in the locker room, hey guys, let's make history, let's continue.
As a boy, Vujčić rooted against Macabi whenever it faced his hometown club, Jugoplastika Split. But when called to help lead Macabi's resurgence for 7 seasons in Tel Aviv, his loyalties followed.
For me, this was really home. You know, when you really feel home. Thursday in this gym, it was a big event. It was something that people were waiting for, especially these 3 years when we were so dominated. Crowd really came to enjoy and show without so much stress. They had a feeling when to give us that push.
In the end, for Vujčić, the building is the sum of all the crowds who have made it special.
They're not coming to cheer against opponent, they're coming to cheer for us, to give us energy and to be supportive to us. And this is why this court is so special, you know. It's the other team knows that when they're stepping here that we are giving much more from us because crowd is involved, energy is involved, and our players really playing here perform unbelievable. For sure we could fill up a bigger gym. Maybe Macabi will build something bigger in the city, but this is something here that has a huge history, and for us now it's a perfect place.
As Anadolu Efes Istanbul battles to return to the playoffs, one of its secret weapons has been a super sub who plays more minutes than any other Euroleague teenager. 19-year-old swingman Cedi Osman has earned nearly 20 minutes per game and seized the spotlight early this season as the team's top scorer when Efes knocked off previously unbeaten Real Madrid. This is Osman's second Euroleague season, although the first was interrupted by a 2-month-long injury right after his debut.
When I injured, I was really scared because I think it was some bad, but after the MRI and everything, it was everything like all right, and we was know that there's nothing bad. So it was just 2 months resting for me.
Back to full fitness this season, Osman is thriving under his new head coach, the legendary Dusan Ivkovic, who among many other attributes is famed for developing young players. For Osman, playing for Ivkovic has been nothing short of wonderful.
It's really big chance, not just for me, for all young players in Anadolu Efes, and we are really happy because we work with him. I think that he's maybe the best coach in Europe.
The 71-year-old Ivkovic may have been coaching for decades, even before Osman was even born, but theirs is a relationship based on trust.
He believes in young players and that he gives the freedom to them, and my job was just to be here and to give my best to the team, and I know that if you play good that he will leave you just to play like every time he do to the young players.
Osman is by no means the only young player flourishing for Efes. 20-year-old Dario Saric became the Euroleague's youngest ever MVP of the month in November, while 17-year-old Furkan Korkmaz is a regular contributor, and 18-year-old Okben Ulubay has impressed too. Osman says that the Efes Young Guns are growing into their pro careers together.
I met Okben before like 3-4 years. Furkan, I met him before 2 years, and we are good friends and we are always in contact.
Osman also appreciates the presence on the roster of battle-hardened veterans who give him good advice and give Efes a powerful mix of youth and experience.
We have really good experienced players like Stratos, Perpero, Stefan Nazme, Draper, Nenad Krstić. Those really good guys, and they really always help us at the practices, at the games, always give us a motivation, you know, about the game where we make mistakes, and I'm really happy because I'm with this team and with these players.
Although he's a Turkish national now, Osman was actually born in Fyrom and grew up in Bosnia before heading to Istanbul to join Efes at the age of 12, an opportunity for which he remains very grateful.
It's a really big club for me because maybe if I stay in Bosnia, I don't know what happened with me, but I came here and they give me all opportunities, and I'm now here in first team. I make some step. I want to have bigger steps, you know, for a couple years, and I'm really thankful about that. And I think that I will always be here just for them, you know.
First word, hello, привет.
Hello, it's привет.
Меня зовут Торренс.
Меня зовут Torrance.
Я приехал. I come from. Я приехал.
Я приехал.
Приехал.
Я приехал. Florida, Tampa, Florida.
I play for Nizhny Novgorod club. Я играю.
Я играю Нижний Новгород.
За Нижний Новгород. Я играю.
Я играю
За
Нижний Новгород.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like you, you like me.
No.
Okay. Next question.
Wait.
Okay, I like you.
When you say women, though, I like you, you like me. So how do I say
I
that?
know, woman.
So, but tell me. So I need to learn
she
that.
woman. So straight, you can say to her, ты мне
Ты мне
нравишься.
What?
Нравишься. Like, нравишься.
Say it a little bit slower.
Нравишься.
Sa.
Yeah, is okay.
Нравишься.
Ты, you, мне, me. Like, нравишься.
It's too long. It's too long.
Yeah, no, Russian
Google
is a hard
Translate.
language.
No, Google Translate. I like you. See. That's it.
The bill, please. Is the check, please.
Check.
Пожалуйста.
Пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. What?
Check, пожалуйста.
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 Yeah, that's right. Okay. And say for our team like вперед, за нижний.
Вперед.
За нижний.
Вперед. За нижний.
Yeah. Go to нижний.
Go to нижний.
I think I sleep the most, between 10 and 12 hours per day, so...
I don't know, I sleep not so good.
Marko Tejic 100%. We sleep 2 hours and after that wake up, he sleep more 30 minutes. He work a lot on the court, but he sleep a lot.
Myself and my roommate, Marcelino Huertas. So we're usually a minute before the breakfast, we get up and we hurry downstairs to be there on time. So yeah, we like to sleep late.
Okay, let's say that's me. I sleep the most. Especially in hotels before the games, I sleep a lot.
I sleep a lot, like everywhere. I can sleep in the plane 4 hours in a row. I have no problem with that, so yeah, I know I sleep a lot.
I don't know how much he's sleeping. It's very hard. Not sure. Not sure yet. I think Lodzewski, I think.
I might go with Will Thomas. He was the one who always get late.
Salam and I don't sleep maybe me.
Probably all the Americans. just because we don't have kids, we don't have families, and sometimes we're the last ones on the bus.
Vlado Jankovic. I feel like he sleeps 23 hours in a 24-hour day.
We're working hard, you know, so I think everybody sleeps a lot.
He knows like what's the hot music.
He played the best, he played the worst.
He has the best taste and he knows the best about the music.
Hip hop. I love hip hop, so.
Berlin swingman Niels Giffey is living his childhood fantasy by making his pro debut for his hometown club in the Euroleague this season. Having grown up as a fan of the team and then playing in its junior ranks, he left Germany to gain a college education in America before returning last summer to rejoin Alba with great pride.
It's big time just to be back and, you know, understand that you made it from being the kid that played for this club and being the kid that went to the games, went to, you know, all the open gym sessions and things like that, to being one of the guys who actually plays on this team and kind of, you know, making your dreams become true.
As a young Alba fan, Giffey followed a hugely successful team that won 7 straight German titles between 1996 and 2003, giving him fond memories of those times.
I just remember going to the games with my pops and my family, and, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, just seeing Alba succeed in that period, and you know, kind of having these basketball role models like Henrik Gödel, Nino Garris, and guys, German guys like that. So those were definitely people you could look up to.
Before too long, Giffey had the added pleasure to work directly with one of his childhood heroes from those teams, Henrik Gödel, who coached him in Alba's youth ranks during his teenage years.
When I grew older, became 16, 17, and I went up in the Alba program, I got to meet all these people, and actually Henrik became my coach. So it was amazing for me just to see him, who was one of my idols, to become my coach and become, you know, really one of the people that influenced me the most. So he's a big time influence for me and my basketball career.
If there is one thing Giffey learned from Gödel, it was devotion to Alba's team concept.
For him, always the team comes first, and I think that idea and that you know, that spirit really influenced me the most. Just his will to win and his will to sacrifice himself for the team. I think that kind of rubbed off on me.
After supporting the team as a boy, Giffey is perfectly placed to understand the dreams and expectations of the team's thousands of loyal fans.
I think Alba is a you know, very young club. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary this year. And, you know, that being said, I think we have a rich history in winning the German League, winning the College Cup back in the days. And I think the fans can really feel that type of history. So we got a big fan base that, you know, supports us very well.
So far, his first pro season with his boyhood club could not be more promising. With Giffey as a nearly full-time starter, Alba is in the thick of the playoffs race after pulling off top 16 victories over the likes of FC Barcelona and defending champion Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. And now Giffey wants more.
I want to compete on this high level, and I want to, you know, compete with the best in Europe, and try to give it my all each and every day when I step out on the court. And I think I'm the type of guy who just wants to see their team win. So we want to challenge those big-time names like CSKA and Tel Aviv. And we'll see how far we can go.
Basketball tradition runs deep at EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, one of the most successful clubs in European basketball history, with 3 Euroleague crowns among its 8 continental trophies. When new players arrive to Milan, it helps that they can appreciate that tradition, which makes rookie point guard Joe Ragland a perfect fit. After all, he comes from the very birthplace of basketball in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Basketball is pretty much everything in my city.
Springfield is where Dr. James Naismith invented basketball and where the sport's first Hall of Fame is named in his honor.
In my city, we just play basketball non-stop. You know, that's really much that's all we can do. And we just play for fun.
Ragland is well aware that players from Springfield must represent their city's basketball history wherever they play.
We're all very familiar with it, and you know, we carry that name, you know, well every time we leave the city. But when you're in the city, it's not talked about much because, you know, it's the norm and it's our reality living there and seeing the Basketball Hall of Fame every single day.
Ragland was fortunate to spend even more time at the city's most famous site than most.
My older brother actually worked in the Basketball Hall of Fame when it opened, the new one. So I pretty much, and it was summertime, so I pretty much lived there. Like, whenever he goes to work, I'm right there with him as if, you know, it's my 9 to 5.
Naturally, Ragland's preference at the Hoops Hall was playing basketball.
You could play. I mean, you could see somebody playing one-on-one, you know, play a game 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 5-on, whatever you want to play, you could play. And that's the beauty of it, you know.
When he wasn't playing, Ragland had a favorite exhibit too.
The vertical test, you know, always, it's like on the 2nd floor. You do the vertical test, you always want to see, you know what I mean, how high you jump in. That's what we probably stayed the most at, you know, coming in and out every day. We'll go home, work on our legs, come back to test the vertical, you know, just to see how high we jump.
Success was not handed to Ragland. To become a key player on a Turkish Airlines Euroleague team, he had to prove himself over and over again, starting with the fact that at 1.82 meters, he's often the shortest guy on the floor.
Just a part of the game, being small. You know, you're looked at as, you know, a player that can't compete, you know, with the taller guys, but, you know, that's just something you overcome with competitiveness and drive and working hard.
Those around Ragland knew big things were in store for him when he won the Lahovich Award, given annually to the best high school player in Western Massachusetts in 2008.
It's big in my city, you know, it's big for us people, local people, and that's an award that any high school player wants to win. You know, it's like, it's a big accomplishment and you want to have that trophy if you're, you know, competitive, if you want to be successful. And I won that award my senior year and just happy to follow behind some great players that won it before.
Ragland stood out at every step from college to his European debut in Spain and on to playing for Italian side Cantu in the Euro Cup and eventually a starting spot in the Euroleague for EA7 Milan. He never stopped pushing himself.
People from my city, they know about the drive that you have to, you know, have to be successful. A lot of people are, you know, just mentally tough and as well as, you know, life in athletics. You know, I just carried that over here to Europe, you know, not being known and starting from the bottom. I knew I had to be tough mentally and, you know, work on my game. And, you know, a couple years I made it to, you know, a EuroLeague level.
These words that Ragland lives by are a message for all of us.
I just told myself as long as I keep working hard, anything can happen.
The second half of the top 16 hits the ground running when the defending champions welcome a familiar rival to a classic game of the week. While one day later, first place in Group F is up for grabs between a pair of powerhouses going head to head. In their 10th meeting in 4 years, reigning champ Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv takes on visiting Panathinaikos Athens in that game of the week on Thursday to break their second-place tie in Group E, as centre Sofoklis Kortsanitis and Esteban Batista face their former teams. Elsewhere, Real Madrid will attempt to maintain its status as Group E's leader with a home clash against Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade and another showdown between two of the league's hottest big men, Felipe Reyes and Boban Marjanovic. Two players last seen detonating memorable dunks, Tomas Satoransky and Jamel McLean, will take to the skies again when FC Barcelona tries to avenge an earlier top 16 loss against visiting Alba Berlin, in what, for both teams, is a crucial battle for playoff position. Also in Group E, two teams desperate to get back to winning ways meet in Kaunas, Lithuania, where Žalgiris welcomes Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul. In Group F, the rematch of an earlier overtime thriller is on tap, as CSKA Moscow and the last MVP of the month, Nando De Colo, will look to rebound from their first loss all season against the high-flying Jan Vesely and visiting Fenerbahce Ulker, winners of their last 7 road games. In Istanbul, a showdown over all-important 4th place will see Anadolu Efes seek to extend its advantage over Laboral Cucha Victoria, as Tomas Hurtel faces his former teammates in a point guard matchup with rising Euroleague rookie Darius Adams. And Group F also features a must-win meeting between Nizhny Novgorod and EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, while co-leader Olympiacos Piraeus plays host to Unicaja Malaga. We'll be back next week then with more matches in store.